The sheriff picked up a book and threw it at the wall. To his surprise, the book went straight through the wall. He felt confused. He slowly stood up. When he walked over to take a look, he found that the once solid wall had turned into a sheet of newspaper, and a hole had been dug here for no clear reason. Could the prisoner have escaped through this hole? He didn't dare think too much. He quickly called in the detective. After hearing what happened, the detective immediately crawled inside, but to his surprise, the tunnel wasn't fully dug through. It was solid. The prisoner didn't escape through here, and the person had purposely dug it at an angle. Just as the detective was about to back out, he slipped and fell down. He almost broke his leg. He quickly pulled the rope, so the guard outside could pull him up. After a while, he finally got out. The tunnel turned out to be a full 30 meters long. The sheriff was very puzzled. How could someone in just 6 months dig a tunnel like this? The detective picked up a spoon nearby and said that this was what the prisoner used. He scraped the wall with the spoon. The guard looked very confused. The detective told him to open his mouth. The guard said the dirt on the wall was salty. That salt came from the daily meals. Each time the guard brought food, the prisoner would smear the soup on the wall to speed up the erosion of the dirt. Then she would keep digging with the spoon, but that took a lot of time, so she requested a lot of books from the prison, saying she wanted to study in her cell. But in fact, the books had another use: to cover up the hole. She would spread dirt evenly on paper, then wet it, and finally stick it on the wall. That way, guards wouldn't notice anything during checks. She could just peel it open when needed, then continue digging little by little. But how would she deal with all the dirt? Since the prison was built on a mountain, strong winds often blew through. She simply had to toss the dirt out the window, and the wind would carry it away. After 6 months, the tunnel was nearly complete. Her escape plan officially began. Because the woman had stayed in her cell for so long, and hadn't been seen by anyone, everyone had forgotten about her. That day, a high-ranking official came to inspect the prison. Everyone was singing and dancing, and the guards were busy putting on a show. No one noticed at all that she had already made it outside. Right in front of everyone, she walked toward the official's car. When a guard came to bring her food, he found that the woman who should have been at the door was nowhere to be seen. He sensed something was wrong. He rushed inside to check, but he only saw an empty room. She had already hidden under the car. He quickly sounded the alarm. The prison was thrown into chaos. To ensure the official's safety, the sheriff personally escorted them to the car. However, the prisoner escaped right in front of his eyes. She got away. When he returned to the cell, all he saw was the tunnel, but it was actually just a decoy. The woman had used it to distract and buy time. By the time someone crawled in and out of it, 25 minutes had already passed. By then, she was already off the car, and what awaited her was the light of freedom.